appropriate things.
Yes, yes.
Let's start with Linda's bitch.
Your bitch.
What a
You
great,
want to go rounds?
Huh?
Come
What a-
10 feet out of your room and let's go.
what a great
Come
way to
love
start
me.
this. Oh, it might be too big.
Sucker.
Oh, no, it's
Come-
good. Okay.
Come kidnap me and kill
Yeah.
me. This is my address.
I don't want to.
I'm just saying that to whoever's listening.
I'm just saying good morning, everyone. I had a delightful sleep on the floor. Who else?
Well, I did not sleep on the floor,
Why did you
but
sleep
I
on the
didn't
floor?
We
sleep.
kind of sleep on the floor.
No, we don't.
Kind of do. It's still on the floor. The bed is on the floor.
Well,
You
can
still
say
sleep
that
on
about,
a bed.
Yeah, you can say
Just
that about
because-
everything. Even if the
just
bed is
be-
elevated, the bed is still connected to the floor.
Yeah.
Damn it, I thought I was gonna be smart.
No.
That's what happens when you try to
Don't-
think.
Don't try to do that in the morning when that's not a good idea.
Shut up!
Okay, anyways. So, last time we played in this game that I still have yet to title because I've been working on other games and, you know, life been hitting me in the face. And
I
other people in
feel
the
it.
face. Yep. You guys defeated a necromancer guy. Don't quite know what's going on with him. Except actually, Pi actually knows what's going on, but and Amelia, but Amelia doesn't want to share because she was cursed with a book. You guys managed to get the book away from her by making her take a shower, and Keisu went on her adventure while you guys had fun at the carnival. At this carnival, you guys met a lot of interesting creatures, most of which was trying to what's the word? Hire or employ Rory into their carnival. You know, being of a chimeric creature, they found interest in the way she looks. But Amelia just kind of brushed it off, like nope, she's my friend, and she's coming with me. And you guys went to go try to find Keisu, but then you guys found other things. You guys spent some money. Amelia has a collar now with a bell on it that allows her to hear anyone. Or
Oh wait, I thought she could talk to anyone.
yes, there we go. That's right. She can say whatever and people understand. That's right. And so you guys, after the whole carnival thing, you guys went back to bed, hoping to God that Keisu showed up in the following morning, and she did. So she then took you guys to Ky-Rimus by going to a emerald crystal, a large emerald crystal, roughly like 5 feet large, maybe like 3 feet wide. In which case a large flash happened, and you guys were blinded for a brief moment. After which you guys feel yourself grounded on the ground, and you guys would after the light fades, you guys would see guards standing around you with a beautiful woman of long blue hair, almost touching the ground, with emerald eyes, donning a dress, an armored dress, pretty much, like, you know, just a little bit of armor here and there. Immediately, Keisu, did her bows towards her as she is the queen. Standing next to her was your dad a human or an elf? I forget. Amelia.
I think it was a human.
Okay.
He was a human.
Human.
Well,
So-
Amelia's half, so
Yeah. So you see a human male man, which turned out to be Amelia's dad, and he was quite concerned for her and everything. And then you guys decided to split up because Keisu wanted to bring Rory to Nook and Cranny, but then Rory, you said to Keisu that you're going to watch over Amelia, and if she finds the book, you'll stop her. And then Keisu's like, that's actually a really good idea. I'll let you do that. And then she took Pi to Nook and Cranny. As you guys went to Amelia's homestead, you guys, Rory, you realize that, holy crap, this place is huge, right? A lot bigger than my cave, that's for sure.
indeed.
And then, not understanding what's really going on, you would see several armed guards walk up to Amelia and walk her up to her room, which was in the attic. Up in the attic, you would see several gems mounted on the walls and everything. also dangling off the ceiling and whatnot. So you would see a large window that leads to the outside, and a large stoned or armored robot in the and near standing against the wall. You see Amelia walk up to him and say, "Hi, Bob," and just like taps him on the chest. And Bob doesn't seem to animate Roar. You were curious about this, but Amelia, you just kind of just started relaxing here. What was that? Why?
Sorry.
What?
I'll start this off with George since he wasn't here with us last time. So George, you guys are walking to Nook and Cranny. Keisu is just kind of showing you around and like swaying people side to side and whatnot, making sure that they don't mess with you. Why is this music on? Shouldn't have been this. Sorry. And
God.
I'm on the right map, by the way.
Yeah, you would see the Ky-Rimus castle and everything.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah.
Just double checking.
Yeah. So
Okay, so
you
I'm in Nook and Cranny.
no, you're walking towards Nook and Cranny. You eventually, because you're this is all new to you. This is all new to you. You would see, actually, I could move it over now. You would walk through a marketplace area where you see several people on the ground selling wares and whatnots, and Keisu is right beside you, walking you through it. Why is it so big? It's supposed to be like that.
September 28th.
Keisu then points out everything, like this is a magic shop, this is a item shop, this is a inn, and so on and so forth. Would you like to do anything at this point, or you're just gonna keep
while walking with K2, I'm gonna do chameleon eyes.
Chameleon eyes? What's that?
Just let them float around my body, looking at everything.
Oh, okay.
I have no interest in magical supplies or learning about these people.
Okay.
Are people walking around, or are they just stagnant?
There are several people walking around. Typically just townspeople. You see several kids. You see several young adults, and then you see they're bartering with people and whatnots. You would see off in the distance a tabaxi of orange and white stripes. You would notice that he has like he has a swollen face, like just like the right side of his cheek is just completely swollen. And next to him you see a smaller version of him. You would presume to be his son, as they are speaking to one another. And yeah, you see several people walking about. You see a lacking of guards though. That's one thing you would notice.
Shiny people gone. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, you guys will continue pushing on through, and you guys will eventually get to Nook and Cranny. Sound good?
Yeah, just
Okay, so you get to Nook and Cranny, and immediately you would see a small halfling figure wearing a burgundy long, or to him long, trench coat.
Is he humanoid?
He's a halfling.
I go for the hug.
And he's like, "Oh God!" And then Casey's like, "Edson, I brought a new friend." He's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he pulls himself outwards, and he says, "Why do you keep bringing more animals here?" and Casey's like, "He's not just an animal. He is interesting." And he just kind of stares at her, like, "That's not the point. Why do you keep bringing these things here?" And then Casey's like, "Come on, you love them." Kai, would you like to do anything as this conversation's going on?
Yes. Immediately walk past him into this large building, picking up what I can. You actually have a map for it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, randomly walk through what I can while I go. I guess I clean the floor as I go.
Like the guy from fucking Monsters Incorporated.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me just check some. What's this guy's size?
Because right now it's blob form, not humanoid form.
Yeah. What is his unit size? Set dimensions 44. Okay. That's good. Okay. And then there's an A. Walking around. Sorry. Walking around, you would pick up several things on the ground that you can tell that this place is really kind of haphazardly being taken care of. But you know, you're picking up a bunch of utensils, pens, pencils, some paper that just kind of dissolves into your skin. And as you are walking, you would hear, what's he doing? And then Casey would say, I honestly don't know. It's just so interesting.
I'm just walking and picking up shit.
Yeah. And then Anson kind of walks over and kind of like, hey, no, back away, no, I need these papers. And can you tell him to stop, please? Does he even understand what I'm saying? And she's like, honestly, I don't know. This is just so interesting.
Okay, as it's approached by the short humanoid, wiggles intensely.
Oh.
What's he doing? And he kind of does this when he's mad, sad, happy, excited.
Wiggle intensifies.
But what does this wiggle mean? I don't know. It's one of the 5.
It's one of the 5.
And he's just like, oh god. Okay, how about you just take him to your room, and you know, cause I don't think the other Nook and Cranny members will be too happy seeing a slime here. You know, slimes tend to be hostile towards us.
I use message towards the short humanoid, slime folk, and walk past.
And he's just kind of like, what the fuck? He knows magic? He's even more dangerous here now. And she's like, And then she just kind of walks by and he's like, I like you a lot. And she walks you through, and then you would see a laundry room. Well, I don't know if Pi would know a laundry room or not.
I know what cloth is.
Okay, you would see several dangling cloth, drenched dangling cloth on a string, and with some what seems to be suds coming out from this water. You walk by into a smaller room, where Casey is kind of showing you around, and you would see that it's just, you don't see a bed like you did in the other end, but you just see a table. You see a table. You see a pole in the center. And you'd see some paperwork and whatnots of what you presume to be is Casey's belongings, and she's like, "Well, this is where I work, and probably gonna stay here for a while, I guess, cause he's that little guy out there. He's the boss around here."
All right, climbs up on top of the desk and lays out flat like liquid. Just covers the whole desk.
Just don't get in the drawers, please. And as she opens the drawers and she puts her journal inside the drawer, and she's like, "Now you stay put. I'll come back. Do you prefer anything to eat?"
There's an answer. Just stay still.
All right. So back to Amelia and Rory. So Amelia and Rory.
The desk.
Yep, Amelia and Rory. You guys are in the attic. Rory, you're still. Amelia, you still want that book if you can ever find it. What's your plan?
I don't know why, but I'm looking under all my things.
Yep, you're looking under all your things, and like you see a bunch of more gems, right? You see some of them you call Rocky, right?
Hey, Rocky.
And you know, like your bed is a little bit comfortable. It's pretty much on the ground, but you don't care because you just love rocks, right? And then after a moment, I need both of you guys to roll a perception check.
Do I have my dice? Do you have my dice?
I do not have your dice.
It's
I
a
have
D what?
Just do it on the
D20.
website.
I have several dice, but not your dice.
D what?
/R 1d20.
$11.
No.
I can't perceive anything.
No. So no spaces between the 1 and d20.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's a weird noise.
Oh, you still got a 1.
I really
I'm
can't
sorry,
perceive
go on.
anything.
Alright. Alright, so Amelia, you hear a very, very familiar feminine voice off in the distance. You're trying to perceive where it's coming from, but within a moment you hear Amelia, and then as your window slams open, and flying through it from the roof is your mother.
Oh god.
As she runs at you and just gives you a big whopping hug and kind of spins you around. She's like, "Oh, I'm so happy you're home. Did you find anything? Did you meet anyone? You got a friend."
Hi, Mom.
It's like, oh.
I am so startled by this being.
Yeah, and you would see this elvish woman with long blondish hair with bluish eyes.
Question: is there space behind that big robotic thing?
Yes.
I jumped immediately behind that, by the way, and like peeped around it.
And she's like, "Oh my god, Amelia, I'm so happy you're back. I have so much to tell you."
So creepy.
that boy from your school, he came by and wanted me to give you this, and
Ew.
and yeah, and it's a book, and you understand what this book is. It's a textbook from your school. Inside, you open up and you see homework.
Woo. Homework.
Just tossed it over my shoulder.
It's like, Amelia, no, we're sending you to that school so that you can learn and you know you could meet people and be friends and you just keep hanging out the Nook and Cranny, which I'm actually quite happy for because you're still meeting friends and I see that you have a lovely friend with you. Please tell me about her.
This is Roy.
As Rory is standing behind Bob. Uh-huh.
Just appearing very surprised.
I don't know what she is.
Uh-huh.
She can't speak
Uh-huh.
common,
Uh-huh.
and that's it.
So how'd you guys meet?
I met her in a cave. No, wait, I met her outside the. Was it a pond or
It was a lake.
It was a lake.
like?
So she's kind of like an animal?
No,
So she's a pet?
not.
Because you know your father, how he feels about pets. Doesn't like him. Doesn't stop me. But will stop you. This is your mother. So are you going to introduce us?
Oi.
I slowly come out because I can obviously understand her now, and I'd like come out, and I'm hiding behind her now, Amelia.
This is my mother. Mother, this is Roy. I'm gonna go look for my book. Just go on.
No, I like grab onto you, and I'm like shaking head. No.
Hold on. Your mother would say, What book? Is it this textbook that the boy brought over?
No. It's a book that Keisu decided to hide from me, and I want it.
Oh, that's a no. We're gonna find it.
That's when I'm
This-
like, I'm so lost. I don't know what to do. I have to stop things. Like, stop things.
So where do you think it might be?
I shrug.
Okay, so we gotta find this Keisu. That's the girl that you traveled with. We gotta find her. We're gonna
Is that
tie.
Nook and Cranny?
We're gonna
Is this
go to
still
Nook and
that,
Cranny.
like, really elegant blue lady?
No. This is a blonde hair, blue eyed woman of elvish nature.
Okay.
The long
Gonna
blue hair
say,
lady.
This is a total like
Yeah, this
thing.
yeah this is Amelia's mother. She is dressed in like a kind of like a tan leather suit that it's made more for mobility than it is for looks, and she has on her much like Amelia goggles. And she says, "Okay, Amelia, we're gonna go to Nook and Cranny. We're gonna find this Keisu. We're gonna tie her down until she gives us answers. Sound good?"
Yeah.
I think I see the scary glint in their eyes, and I become very concerned.
Yeah, you just see Amelia just look at her and like, yeah. All right, come on, out the window, and she jumps out the window.
I'm holding on
I'm
to
just-
Amelia.
I want to jump out.
You would notice. Your mother has pretty much has led you through rooftop to rooftop several times. Typically, when you were younger, as you got older and went to school, you got less time to hang out with your mother. But nonetheless, you know these rooftops, and your father knows these rooftops, and he did not like these rooftops. So you follow behind, or
Yes.
okay? And Rory, what are you doing?
I'm following her.
Okay, so Amelia, you and Rory will have to make acrobatics checks.
So D20, right?
Mm-hmm. You can just press up instead of retyping. Ooh,
Eh.
ooh, Rory.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna die today.
7.
7, and
What
Rory
do you roll for?
acrobatics.
We're both gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
so
It's okay. I have done.
So Amelia, you see your mother just leap into the air and just land on the next adjacent roof quite easily, and as she turns around, she's like, "Come on, Amelia!" And you get the urge, the adrenaline pumping, and you start sprinting, and you kind of slip on the rooftop, and you slide down, and then you still try to kick yourself up, but you're flying in the air, and then you barely just grasp the edge with just like the tips of your fingers, as Rory follows behind you, and like she's really on uneasy footing, never being on the roof before, falls, slips, and pretty much barely grasps your legs as you are supporting her underneath you, and then your mother comes over, she's like, "Oh no, honey, God.
God.
As she is now trying to pull you up with Rory on your legs.
Mother of the month.
Natural 20. As she pulls both of you up and pulls you, and then she's like, "Honey, come on. You've done this several times before. Oh, those Nook and Cranny people, they're probably teaching you other things different, huh? All right. I got a thing or two to say about them. You know, they do not brainwash you. All right. First they take your books, now they brainwash you. Okay. And she starts. Yeah, she starts
I
like.
think I get if
And she starts, rolling up her sleeves like she's gonna beat someone up today. And then she's like, "You know what? Now since we're on this other roof, we might as well just climb down and just walk the rest of the way, because I don't want you two to fall again. Okay, so follow me." And then she opens, or she goes to the roof hatch, and she tugs on it. Locked. And then she knocks on it, and this knock is heard, duk, 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 like really, really loud, as it echoes, vibrates through the air. And then she opens the door, and then hops inside. And then you guys will follow.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys follow, and you guys would see that this is a storage unit almost, or at least the attic where everything gets stored. You would see some pictures and statues of figures, humanoid figures, and then she goes into the next goes to the next door, and then she opens it nonchalantly, just kind of walks outside, and then you would hear, Elizabeth, what are you doing in here? And she's like, oh, hi, Richard. And he's like, why are you in here? And you would see this this humanoid figure with orange hair, has stands roughly around like 5'7", 5'6", and he has brown eyes, and he's wearing a noble wear, and he's just seems very dumbfounded by all of this. And she's like, yeah, this is my daughter Amelia. You met her last time you met her. She was a little girl, but now she's so much older, and like she has a friend. And what is that? Oh, that's Rory.
I am wearing clothes.
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
so
I
I don't
know,
know why
but
he's so appalled.
it's the way you look, because again, you are a mixture of like different creatures, and like it's kind of apparent. But like even though you are wearing clothing, it's still kind of weird to see.
Wearing
So
clothing, and I have
Yeah.
a humanoid face. God,
Yeah.
so racist.
yeah, and then she's like, don't worry about it. We're only gonna be in your house for like maybe like another minute or so. Where's the exit,
Wow.
Elizabeth? It's back the way you came. Oh, come on, you know there's a front door. I've seen your front door. I've knocked on it several times. Yes, you have. And I want you to stop coming through my house. It's like, I don't even take anything. You have nothing to take. It's just a bunch of useless stuff. Just lead me to the front door and I'll be out of here. You take your daughter by the hand right now, and you walk yourself out, okay? And she's like, mm-hmm. You still haven't told me where your front door is. Like, just go downstairs. Don't touch anything. I will know. And if you do, I will throw you out with the guards. Uh-huh, sure, Richard.
Sure, dude.
Yeah, and then she grasps you. She locks arms with you, Amelia, and she starts skipping down the hall with you.
I'm just thinking, what is wrong with her? Oh, this is where I get it from.
And then, yeah, you guys will get downstairs. You guys will see silver pottery, and then you guys will see 2 or 3 kids kind of staring back at you, like kind of dumbfounded and confused. And then would see Rory, and then would be kind of amazed actually, seeing this creature, and you know their eyes kind of light up as you guys are walking out the door, and then they're like, bye kids, see you later. And they're like, yeah, bye Elizabeth.
Smile and wave.
So then you guys leave, and then you guys will make your way through the town. So back at Nook and Cranny, Keisu comes back to Pi. She brings a variety of food. You see bananas, you see fish, you see chicken, you see vegetables, and she just brings a whole lump sum in a platter, and just kind of hands it to you. And she's like, now which one are you going to pick?
What?
Keisu to Pi.
Oh.
I take the platter and set it on my body and just engulf the entire thing at once.
And she starts writing in her journal. Now, which one dissolves first?
They all just kind of float around like a fruit with jello.
Yeah. And she's just staring and waiting.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, as she stares, I'm gonna use message and be like, book. Need it.
What book? My book?
Talking book.
Talking?
You'd probably be better off saying something like cursed book.
Yeah, but I don't understand curse, so
Yeah. But
it's
I don't have a talking book.
No, wait, what was the name I gave Amelia? It was Gem, right?
No, you gave her
it was Cranny.
Nook.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Cranny book.
Cranny book. Oh, that book. Well, why do you need that book?
Eat.
To destroy it. Huh, I see. Hmm. Has decent intelligence. Okay. That book is at the academy. It's on the other side of town. Actually, no. It's on a different mountain next to the town. But yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to go there? I can take you.
I simply say the word need as I fall off the desk, taking all pins, papers with me, and go out the door.
Okay. And as you guys are walking out, she's like, Anzin, we're going to go to the academy, clean up the slime stuff. As she leaves out the door, and Anzin's like, what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, slime. Enjoy.
Fuck you.
It's mucus.
It's basically fuck you.
Yep. And as you guys are walking towards the academy, you guys would see off in the distance these three figures walking towards you. Two of them are very familiar, and one of them is a blonde elvish woman, blue eyes. As she, they kind of see you, and then words are being exchanged, and then the blonde hair woman starts sprinting towards you guys.
I was gonna say it. Really
I scream at Draconic, Keisu, run!
Casey kind of like freaks out, like what? And she grabs onto Pi and starts sprinting. Pi, do you follow? Even
Your
though
hand goes through me.
Let's see who catches up with one another. Oh, actually, Casey's faster. Yeah, Casey's just faster. Oh, Elizabeth is pissed. And eventually, Elizabeth just sprints and tackles her to the ground. And she's like, what have you done to my daughter? And she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. She came back just fine, without a scratch. Nothing was done. What are you talking about? And then eventually, Amelia, you get close enough to talk to Casey and your mother, Elizabeth.
Mm.
Do you want to say anything?
And I go up to her face. Where's the book?
What book? And then Elizabeth's like, you know damn well what book.
Okay.
As she starts like
Okay.
twisting her arm behind her.
Oh my god.
I see three humanoids together, and it looks like they are playing. I'm gonna go in for the hug. All three of them.
Okay, make a athletics check, trying to grapple all three of them. It's a pretty high athletics since it's three of them.
D20.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ.
Damn.
You start reaching around, but then they start flailing around, and then like Casey's trying to like turn her upside down and flip onto try to get the top side, but
I'm like pretty much taller than all of them, right? Much taller than all of them.
Substantially taller.
I'm gonna roll a d20 to try to grab Casey and like pick her up above Elizabeth and Amelia.
Okay.
Well, that didn't work.
Yes. Let's see. Because your strength is a lot better than your dex. So, let's see if Elizabeth holds on. Yeah, she does. And she's like, no, Rory, this is our fight. Stay out of it. and then Casey's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I swear to God. And she's like, not to Amelia. Amelia knows all.
I love this woman.
She is your mother.
The two of you are so weird.
and then,
Adorable, but weird.
And then eventually her arm does start to give in, and you hear Casey scream in pain. And she says, Okay, it's at the academy. We were just going to go over there and check it. We could go together.
I'm just rushing off.
You're rushing off to the academy.
Yeah.
And then she whispers to
I'm taking off to like keep up with Amelia so that she doesn't take off by herself.
And then Pi, you would see Elizabeth whisper something to Casey, and then Casey kind of like is has like a questionable face, like what, and then Elizabeth jumps off and it starts sprinting towards Amelia. Okay. So, you guys would have to travel through town. Amelia, you being a student, you have an insignia which you will give to the guardsmen to let you through the front gates.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are we there right now? Or...
Yeah, you guys
okay.
will get there.
Nice map.
Thank you. I just made it. That's what I was working on. So Amelia, we got Amelia, we got Aurora, and we got Elizabeth.
I hate wearing glasses.
You got Elizabeth. Okay.
Yeah, I wonder how that feels.
So you guys, immediately upon entering, you guys would see a spiral staircase. Amelia, you know, to the left of this staircase is the storage room. In front of you would be the classroom where most of you guys would attend. You do really know that there are several classrooms above you. As this is about 6 stories high. But where to start looking, you have no idea. Where are you gonna go?
Storage, because that's where I would assume that it would be.
All right, so Amelia jumps into the storage room. You guys would follow, and Elizabeth would just see everything. She's like, "Aha!" and she just starts flipping shit over, trying to find his book for you.
Wow.
You could go ahead and make an investigation check.
It's
Amelia.
From me.
No.
Shut up.
not like Rory's trying to find the book. She can't understand half the shit that's going on.
So you start flipping shit over with your mother, and like you start scavenging through everything, and like this thing is just fucking trashed now. You don't find your book. You start to realize that this is more like a storage unit, you know, for like festive areas, for like, you know, like Christmas, Halloween, so on and so forth, just holiday specials. And they just put it all in here. There are some papers in here, there are some empty journals and everything, but other than that, it's just a bunch of just useless stuff. And you immediately know your book's not in here.
To the classrooms.
So, in the classroom, you would see several students still in here, going through the books and everything. Two in particular that you would see is once more a human man, roughly about 20 years of age, has blonde hair, green eyes, stands roughly around 6 feet tall, and standing next to him is a smaller guy, but he's an elvish man with bluish hair, like a light, very very light, like sky bluish hair, and the purple eyes, and he stands roughly around 5'7", and you know these two. The elvish man is the guy that usually gives you the your homework, even though you don't ask for it. And then the man next to him is pretty much the popular student, the most intellectual student of the bunch. So we have the elvish man as a Drode. And we have the human man as Baron.
Do you have the link on the Skype? Send it over because I might need it.
Yeah, you're not even in the game. God.
Yeah.
Well, go to Roll20.
Oh yeah, I'm still into it at home. Sign in. Broken God, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask it every time because I always forget.
Yeah, I know.
Huh.
So yeah, those are the two people that you pretty much know, since you kind of just do your own thing here. And you would know that these desks aren't limited to whoever owns it. Anyone can take the desk.
Mm,
Are there
okay.
ways to learn languages in like?
Yeah, it takes about a year.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And then Elizabeth's like, all right, Amelia, where should we start? Hey, look, there's that boy.
I'm just gonna ask the teacher.
There is no teacher present. There's
I thought there was the one that gives us the homework.
meaning that the class is not in session because homework was given.
Oh.
It was in the textbook when your mom gave it to you.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go over to the people.
The two guys are
The,
just random
yeah,
people.
two guys. Yeah.
Right? So Baron looks at you and he's like, "Oh, Amelia, are you feeling better? I heard that you called in sick."
Yeah, doing fine. Did you guys see anybody suspicious looking around trying to hide something?
Hide something? Like what?
A book.
A book. I mean, there's several books
Uh,
here.
shit.
And then Adrod's like, she's talking about the book that came in earlier. And then Baron's like, speak up, man. Come on. It's so hard to study with you when you talk like that. He's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
He sounds so cute.
Kawaii.
And then yeah, Baron be like, yeah.
I'm really interested in these people that Amelia's talking to. I
So-
want to come up behind Amelia and like talk to these people.
So Baron's like, yeah. There's a Nook and Cranny member that came in yesterday. She brought a book for Grandmaster to check out. So if you want to check, you want to find a book, I guess.
Yes. Where is it?
With the Grandmaster, you'd have to go upstairs to the 5th floor.
Oh, that emoticon.
And then, well, I guess, you guys are following, and you guys would hear Elizabeth speaking. She would say, "She loves you guys, by the way." And we'll follow shortly afterwards.
Oh god.
You guys immediately just dart straight up to the 5th floor, which I have yet to create because I was trying to make that.
Oh.
So you guys get to the top. You guys will see this large doorway, and on it you see 2 phoenixes as the door handles.
That's fancy.
Mm-hmm. Amelia, do you just barge in, or do you?
Yes.
Okay. Booty.
Does she seem like the type that would knock?
No.
and you know this man. He's a elvish man. He's very, very old for an elvish man. Roughly around like fucking 500 years old already. Already has his beard growing, has long white hair but tied back in a ponytail. Doesn't wear a hat, not like Gandalf. Don't think of that. Has a long robe though. Still has a long robe.
I was actually sort of thinking of like a Chinese man, Kung Fu
Yeah.
master.
And this is Grandmaster Rohan. And he looks at you and he's like, Amelia, as loud as ever.
Grandmaster, do you have the book? Just go up to his desk.
Amelia, my dear, I have several books.
Do you have a book that my friend Casey got?
And then you would hear your mother, yeah, that damn bastard K-Sue!
Oh my god.
Elizabeth, it's so nice to hear your voice again.
So nice.
And yes, you would know that Grandmaster Rohan is blind. So Rohan be like, she told me this book is an evil book. So I'm sorry, I cannot give it back to you, Amelia.
How is it evil? I want it.
And then
Have the rest of us caught up yet?
yeah, no, you two have you two Rory, you've been with her this whole time. As for Keisu and Pi, no, because Pi is much slower than the rest of you, and Keisu is not gonna leave Pi behind.
That's why I was riding on the Rory.
Oh, you were riding on Rory?
No, I'm saying
Oh.
in the cave I was
Oh.
riding on Rory. That's
Oh,
how
okay.
come I kept with them.
Okay. So yes, they have not cut up yet. And then Grandmaster Rohan would be like, Amelia, come here for a moment. Let me fix your mind.
I go up to him.
And he touches your forehead, and your mind clears, and you understand that yes, you were cursed.
Wonderful.
There are still much that needs to be learned from this book.
What is it for? Oh, shit.
You are but a student, and I cannot tell you. And then Elizabeth walks up, slams her hand on the desk. Then tell me!
Oh, man.
Elizabeth, much like your
He's probably
daughter,
seen
I
worse
cannot
shit.
tell you.
He probably already grew up teaching Elizabeth, so
Probably true.
he's probably used to this shit by now.
Bring it.
Very
He's probably used to Elizabeth's mom, for that matter.
and then he goes, if there's anything else I can help you with, I have my own studies to attend
You're really
to.
quiet.
Yeah.
He is old.
Yeah, you went
I know,
quiet.
but you
No,
like,
you went especially quiet. Like
Yeah.
before we could hear you, and now we can't.
If there is anything else that I may help you
There we
with,
go.
Elizabeth, Amelia, and he gestures you guys out. I need to get back to my studies.
I want to know who I am. This man has the key, but I don't know.
I just tug on my mom. I want to go look for gems now.
Are you sure you're okay? Did he brainwash you?
I want my gems.
What's with Elizabeth and brainwashing?
Acceptable
like
to it.
And
Obsessed with like people being brainwashed.
and then she gives Grandmaster Rohan the 2-finger eye thing, like I'm watching you. Yeah. as she starts to walk out. And then Rory, do you stay behind or do you follow?
I want to sniff and inspect it so that I get his attention.
Okay. So you start sniffing around and he says something in common that you don't understand.
Well,
But
he's
you-
been doing that.
Yeah. But you do see him looking in your direction, but you don't understand what blindness is, so you think that he can see you. So,
Yeah.
so what are you doing? Because Amelia and Elizabeth have left.
I don't know. I'm gonna walk up to him
Mhm.
and like touch him, like gently put my hand on like I don't know his hand or something.
And then he starts feeling your arm, going up to your elbow, and it starts rubbing your. Do you have fur on your hands or scales?
It's like soft, short fur.
Okay, so he starts feeling your fur on your hand, and as he slowly starts moving up your arm, he starts feeling the scales eventually, and then he starts reaching for your face, but then he says something that you don't understand. And then he slowly reaches towards your face and then starts feeling your face. And then feels your horns, and then he will start speaking Draconic.
Yay!
You are of dragon kind?
Yes.
Yes.
And who may I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Rory, I found Gem, or Gem found me.
Gem? He's just...
The humanoid child here
Same.
just a second ago.
Oh, Elizabeth is her name. Oh, no. Amelia is her name. Sorry.
Amelia?
Amelia, yes, that is her name.
But I like Jam.
I'll probably still call you Jem, just out of habit.
Anyways, Rory, you are an interesting creature. Very, very interesting. Where did you come from?
I don't remember. I woke up in a cave, and Amelia and her friend, what did I call Kesu?
No, you called her Casey. She spoke Draconic.
And
Yeah.
Amelia and Kesu found me, and I went with them.
How long? How many seasons have passed when you were in this cave? You could give me any number if you want, or you could just not know. It's your call.
I'm gonna go with one snow fell.
Fairly young. Interesting. This Kesu, she is very excellent with animals, which I presume you are to be. If you are in need of anything, I can have someone attend to you, but I myself have much to get back to.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he will once more mention that his name is Grandmaster Rohan.
Grandmaster Rohan.
And then you would leave. Amelia, you would go downstairs. Where are you looking for gems? You know there are some gems at the school, but you've seen all of those. But if you still want them, they're still at the school.
I still want them.
Okay.
I still want them.
So, after coming downstairs, you immediately go to the garden area, which Elizabeth's like. So you're just done with the book? No more book? Case closed?
Yeah.
Okay, honey. And then she pats you on the head. I'm gonna head off home now.
Okay.
If you
What are we having for dinner?
You're supposed to ask your father that? I don't cook. You know this. Come on, Amelia. And then she just kisses you on the forehead. She's like, "See you at home," and then she walks out. And then as she's walking out, she sees Kesu and Pi at the gates, since they have no.
So I see him? Or...
No. Elizabeth is walking out. And then you guys have no credentials to go into the academy, so she's like, "Oh, why, hello there! Aren't you two just a sight for sore eyes?"
God.
I love her so much.
And then Casey's like, "Elizabeth, how are you?" I'm like, "I am fine. Amelia's inside looking at gems, and she doesn't want the book anymore, so I'm gonna go back home." And then she walks out the door, and then she gives a guard a little love tap on the butt, and then walks out.
This is an elfish woman, and I love her so much.
Are you sure she's an elf or a nymph?
She's an elf.
This is fucking great.
And then the gates close behind her, as once more they stare at you, since you have no credentials to get inside. Wow.
I'm back downstairs.
Yeah, you're back downstairs, and you hear Amelia throwing stuff around, looking for stuff. Pi, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the gate.
You're just gonna, and he's gonna try to grab you, and then
That's fine. He can try all he wants.
And then we'll fail at doing so. And he's just like, what the? And then she's like, "Yeah, I tried that already. Just let it happen. She's fine. Believe me, she's fine." It's like, "No, you don't understand." And it's like, "Well, you could let me through, and I can make sure she doesn't do anything bad, or you can go yourself and I will just stand out here, making sure no one gets inside.
I have a question. Or is there a flower bed anywhere near me?
Yes, there are several.
I begin eating flowers.
And he's like, no, don't touch that. Stop him. And it opens the gate, and then Casey kind of like slouches inside, like nonchalant. Can you stop that? Yeah, then she walks up to you and like leans in. She's like, can you stop that?
Yep. Continues walking.
Continues walking. It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. And then you guys walk inside, and then yeah, once more you guys would see Amelia in the garden area, throwing stuff around, looking for gems, not giving a fuck on who's around and how delicate these plant life are or anything.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna go eat the plants.
yeah, so a Drod will come out and be like, Amelia, yeah, you're not supposed to do that, Amelia. And then he's kind of like stacking up the things back up, and then Casey's like, no, pie, don't eat any of it, don't eat any of it. We're not allowed to eat anything here, Pie. I already fed you.
Fine. So just sinks back and eats the apple inside me already.
Oh.
And then yeah. Ajar's like, Amelia, if you just wanted gems, you could just pick them up. You don't have to throw everything on the ground.
But gems are supposed to be underground and in stuff.
Yeah, but
What's the point of it just being there?
Amelia, this is our before classroom. We examine these gems, and they have to be out of the ground for us to examine.
If I were to set a ceramic bowl in front of Amelia, would she break it?
Yeah.
Just asking.
And then Ajad would be like, did you get your homework?
Yeah. Thanks.
I walk up to Casey and hug Casey.
And yeah, and she's like, oh, is everything okay? She says in Draconic, did you find the book?
Yeah.
Is it...
Grandmaster released the curse off of Amelia.
Oh, well, that's good.
Now she's wreaking havoc somewhere else.
Yeah, and then she starts petting you, and she's like, good job, Rory.
Yay!
And then Ajad's like, dude, Amelia, would you like to borrow my notes again so you can do the homework?
I guess.
That's cheating.
Amelia, shit.
And then yep. And then he pulls out a notebook that seems to be quite damaged, as Amelia doesn't really care about anything. And he hands it to her, and then Amelia, you put it in your bag. And then Baron's like, Amelia.
Wait, what's the shy voice name?
That's Adrad.
Adrad is the shy one, and Baron is the regular one.
Yeah, Baron's the human, Adrad's the elf.
What, man?
Will you be attending class later this evening?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, I need to know. I'm the president here. Student body president.
Depends if Nook and Cranny has any more missions for me.
Wait, you've been going on Nook and Cranny this whole time?
Yeah.
You told me you were sick last time.
Shit.
Ooh! Cut!
So
I'm saving the world.
Just be like, look, you just killed a necromancer, man.
Ajad kind of like walks up and is like, so long as she's learning, she doesn't really have to attend class, doesn't she?
Oh, it sounds like Ajad has a crush on her.
Huh?
Is Baron and Ajad on the same age?
Baron is a human. He looks roughly around
same.
yeah, he looks roughly around 20. stands taller than a Drod, but as far as you know, a Drod is an elf. It's really hard to say how old he
Oh.
is. Yeah.
The draw sounds cute.
Yeah, he's adorable.
So like,
I
as long as she's learning, she doesn't have to go to
I
class.
shall.
Yeah. And then Baron's like, okay, well, if she doesn't have to learn, then you know she should be able to do the homework just fine. Doesn't need your notes. And then
Aaron's a dick. I can send. I feel like I feel like I would send
He's
him
a
being
smart
like,
ass,
rude.
not a dick.
I want to start growling at Baron.
and then Casey kind of like massages your shoulders, and she's like, "Calm down, Rory. Calm down."
Still glaring at him.
Says in Draconic, we can kill him later.
But I want to now.
No.
And then Baron would say, "There will be no killing today." In Draconic.
Wait, what? Then I
like
immediately am
it.
just interested, and I'm just like all up in his face, like.
And then Baron would be like, "Amelia, get your dragon out of my face."
Nah.
I'm not a dragon. Don't be rude.
He only assumes because you were speaking Draconic.
I feel like I'm like.
and then Ajad starts examining Rory, and then he's like, so you found this creature in the wilds, right, Amelia?
Yep. I'm just looking at the notes.
Yeah, you see that the notes are really hand well written, and actually they appeal to your liking.
Why I'm still looking at it.
Like everything's all scattered and chaotic. Like you do see some notes that are like perfectly organized, but like on the other side of the page is scattered and chaotic of what you need to know. And then he's like, interesting, okay. And then like, and then he starts listing out the different animals that were used to create Rory, which was possum, fox, and a little bit of
Dragon and a human.
and a little bit human. Okay. And then Baron's like, can you just what do you want? He says in Draconic, as you're up in his face.
Stop being rude to Jem.
Who is Jem? Oh,
I mean,
you're
Amelia.
Amelia. Well, if she comes to this house when the sun is setting, then I'll be happy.
I don't care if you're happy.
You and your happiness.
Fuck your chicken strips. Pie, what are you doing at this point?
I'm gonna head to the farthest room that looks like there's magic in there.
It is behind a door, so you don't see what's behind it.
Oh, I thought it was opening. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head that way then.
Okay. So Pie just slithers his way to Amelia, what you would know is the ritual room where you guys would practice rituals.
Where's Pie going?
To that room.
No, like what am.
Oh.
Oh wait, he's heading to there?
Yeah,
Can I
he's-
see it?
Yeah, you see it.
Why is Pie heading there?
He is naturally curious.
Just leave him.
And then Casey's
I
like, no,
can't eat
no,
anything
don't
in that
eat
fucking room,
anything.
so-
And she runs over to Pie. and then Baron to Rory, he's just like, just staring at you. It's like,
I'm staring back.
and like, it's kind of like a half-assed stare, as once more Adrad is kind of like looking around you, and then Baron's just like, are you gonna get out of my face, or are you just gonna stay here?
You want to fight, Ro?
Fight them.
There's no fightings in the class halls.
Side.
But what? What'd you say? Sorry.
I said we could take this outside.
And then he stands up, and once more, you're a little bit taller than him, well, a foot taller than him. He stands up, and then he's like, there will be no fighting today. I meant no harm towards Amelia or yourself.
And I just like fixing the flowers.
You can't. You don't understand them. They're speaking Draconic.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. And then Adrad's like, so do you know anything about this creature, Amelia?
nope.
So you just been letting her follow
You're
you?
not gonna mention any of the fact of like the fact that we found like a giant ass dragon in the same cave that I lived in, or the fact that there was a necromancer performing ritual.
Not his business.
I see you have a bell and collar. It looks different on you.
Oh, he's into that stuff.
He says it looks different on you. And he's just like, curious.
I could talk to her with it.
Oh, it's magical.
Yeah.
Would you mind if? And he kind of has like his hand out towards you. He's saying.
I just a big sign and ties it and then just hands it. Like, give it back to me, John. Like a child tying.
Yep. And then George, Pi, you gonna open it and go inside?
Yes.
Okay, you open the door, you go inside, and yeah, you see several blankets on the ground. You see a small campfire, almost surrounded by stone, and you see several different ritual stones. You would see some of the students here, about 2 students here, one female and one male, that seems to be casting a ritual of some sort. And you see that there's a rabbit in the center of one, and you see that there's a flower pot in another, and they seem to the circles are lit up in like the corresponding colors, just like a faint light as they are speaking to the animals and to the plants, and the animal seems to reply, but the plant does not seem to make move, but the guy is nodding regardless. And you would see several different like components on shelvings on the wall, like salt, pepper, rabbit's
Alright.
foot.
I hug the wall, bringing all the ingredients into my body.
And then Casey's like, pie, no, pie.
I kind of like flop and smack her hand away.
Yeah. And she's like, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Just don't eat it.
Do I acquire chalk?
Yes, you do.
I begin drawing necromancer symbols all over the place.
Okay. So you start drawing necromantic symbols all over the place. Do you draw the one similar to the necromancer that you met?
Yes, and I start placing the ingredients where they belong.
Oh no.
And
Oh no.
Casey's like, Pie, what are you doing?
Yes.
Yes.
Just yes? Pie?
Yes,
no,
yes.
no.
And I fill the whole room. I go completely over their ritual of the plant and the rabbit. I just keep going.
Yeah, so eventually you complete the ritual. All you have to do is just get the other components necessary for this ritual, which is the body parts.
Wiggle happily and leave.
And yeah,
Okay.
everyone just looks at you kind of like dumbfounded, like what the fuck. And then Casey's like, I am so sorry. And then she starts like like breaking the circle by wiping her hands around the chalk and everything.
Over there and snap. Draw it back.
You draw it back. So they're going to be in there for about 15 minutes.
Yes.
What's Amelia and Rory doing?
Last we were still talking to Baron and
Yeah.
Adrod.
Yeah.
Amelia just handed him the collar.
Yeah. Adrod just kind of looks at it, and then like he puts it on his on a desk that he was at, where he flips to a book that has a circle inscribed inside of it. You understand that this is an identifying circle, and he he places the item on it, and then he identifies it. And he's like, oh, that's very interesting. Where did you get this from, Amelia?
Carnival. What was it called? A carnival in somewhere out of town.
Oh, you just go everywhere, don't you?
Yep.
If you want, the collar doesn't actually do anything. It's the bell that allows you to heal. You don't need the collar.
Well, I like it. So.
If you want. And then he hands it back to you. And then Baron looks at Rory and then just picks up his stuff and starts to walk away.
Why did he have to look at me?
Because you're being like a little bit
Hostile.
yeah, you're hostile towards him. He just kind of looks at you, looks up at you in like a half-assed face, and then picks up his stuff and just kind of walks away.
Baron,
He stops before he gets to the door.
I'm sorry.
Aw.
He walks through the door.
Okay,
Okay.
And
whatever.
Then,
My conscience is clear.
and then Adrad's like, I'm liking your friend.
I like to do.
Huh?
I said I like to do.
Oh.
I just get up and then go whatever. I guess I go wonder what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, you would hear a bunch of things clanking as I'm assuming Pi would like intensify his speed to try to complete the circle, and Keisu, Pi, and these two other students are trying to stop him from completing the circle.
They know what it is, right?
Keisu knows what it is, and Keisu just seemed to have asked them to help and not tell them what it was exactly.
Are the rest of us gonna like go look at it?
Like looking. I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go to that. Yeah.
You guys will get over there. Adran goes back to his desk and starts studying again. And yeah, you guys would see all of this. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm walking in. I'm just gonna watch. And it's like having fun, Keisu.
I jump on Pi because I think it's a game and I want to hug him because I haven't actually gotten to hug him in a while.
Accepts the hug for a few moments and then just slides out and continues.
I'm just laying on the floor.
Pi, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as one of the students are going to cast Hold Person on you.
Fuck.
And immediately Pi stops. And then Keisu finishes cleaning the chalks. And she's like, "Thank you. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah. He likes magic. He learned something new and he was trying to blow up this room. I'm so sorry. So sorry." And then the girl's like, "Yeah, just get him out of here. And there's been troublemakers in here before. It's not too much to clean. Just get him out of here." And then she looks at Amelia. "Amelia, I'm sorry about this. We should probably be escorted out by a student so that we don't look like trespassers."
Yeah.
I just look at Keisu. What were you off?
It is kind of Casey's fault that she's in this mode.
Yeah, it is. It is. But it was for the greater good.
Stupid. Amelia's not stupid.
I will go into the Nook and Cranny vault and find the biggest gem I could find.
Deal. Let's go.
Alright, so you guys go back.
Wait one second. So am I being carried out of this room now that I'm a solid object?
Yes.
Okay, I use message to the student that froze me. Okay?
Okay.
I will eat you and use you for my experiments later
And
as I leave.
she gets kind of pale as you leave.
Poor student.
And then you guys eventually get out. You guys get back to the Nook and Cranny. By this point, it is starting to get a little bit dark as the sun is setting.
I need to go home.
I want to.
So okay. So you don't want your gem?
I want
My jam.
You
Get it.
I get it.
Damn.
Well, how do you know if it's the biggest if you can't verify?
No, go.
Excellent point.
You come to dinner with me, and then we go.
Wait, what?
Yes.
No, I am not going to eat dinner with you. Your father gives me death eyes. Your mother gives me death eyes. I am not going to eat dinner with you.
More the merrier. This is revenge.
She grasps your shirt and lifts you up and says, "I am not going to dinner with you."
I just look at her like, fine. But I'm cool with you then.
So you're gonna make your parents mad by going to Nook and
I
Cranny.
want my jam.
Jam.
You
You
owe
owe
me
me
a
a
jam.
jam.
Okay then, sure. So then you guys will start walking back to the Nook and Cranny. It's a long walk. By the time you guys get to Nook and Cranny, the sun is the light still shines out from the mountainsides, but you no longer physically see the sun anymore. So you guys get to Nook and Cranny, and then by this point, by the way, Pi, you are free from your spell. I don't know, from hold person.
So I form a bird with my slime, and I happen to face it towards the university that we left.
Oh,
In
what?
other words, I am flipping the bird at the university as I walk away.
Oh my god,
Damn.
okay, so you guys walk into the Nook and Cranny.
Salty.
Yeah, you guys walk through the Nook and Cranny. You guys would see a tiefling man standing in front of you. He's wearing very very not necessarily elegant, but a lot of shiny wares on him. You see several badges on him, and some gold plates on him as well. And he stands roughly around 6'5" with
Whoa.
Is that his theme song?
someone's phone.
It's mine. Yeah?
That is the most annoying
Hello?
sound ever.
That's
Yeah.
her passes.
How do I do that? Is there just like a faucet downstairs? Okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'll do that right now. Yeah. Alright, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go turn the water off.
No worries.
Okay.
So,
Actually, this gives me a. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
no,
ahead.
go ahead.
I don't know. Would you mind going to my player sheet and placing a dot on Arcana?
Oh, you already did it, yeah.
So you chose medicine and religion from Hermit. You picked 2, so 1 for Arcana, and what's the other?
Yeah, I was gonna do nature. Yeah,
No, you don't
I'm
have.
realizing
you don't have nature.
I don't have nature.
Yeah. So as a hermit, you get medicine
Right
and
there.
religion.
I see it. Okay, then I'll go proficient in medicine.
You already
So
have
2 dots.
proficient. You already had no. there's no 2 dots for that.
Can't do 2 dots for that?
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
geez, George.
Look, this is the first time I've played a non-character of mine, okay?
Starving.
So insight, history.
Yeah,
Or
I'm reading
investigation.
them, but I'm seeing what would... None of that interests me! Fine, insight. Yeah, 5 insight now.
Boom. All right. So you guys will see this tiefling. He's standing there, and then he's just like, who may you guys be? And then Casey's like, who the fuck are you? I'm Nook and Cranny. And he's like, I am. Is she back?
All right, I'm back.
Okay, so you didn't miss much. So he this tiefling man, wearing all these things, looks at you guys as you guys enter, and he's just like, who might you guys be? And then Casey looks at him like, who the fuck are you? I'm Nook and Cranny. And he's like, oh, pardon me. I'm a friend of Anzin. My name is Elises. Uh-huh. And what are you doing here? He seems to have owed me money.
He owes money to everybody.
And she's like, uh-huh, yeah. Okay, well, Anzin's not here, as you can clearly see. Would you like to leave? I could leave a message for him. Last time I left a message for one of you, I guess the message didn't get across. And the next time I met Anzin, he didn't give me my money, so I'm coming here personally to acquire this money. And then Casey's like, well, he's not here, so I cannot go into the vault without his approval.
But K2, didn't you say that you could go into
Amelia, shut up!
And it's like, oh, did I hear that correctly? Miss Keisu, can you go into the vault and get my wares? And she looks at Amelia.
I feel like I sense the hostility, and I feel like I start like standing behind like Keisu as if like I'm ready to like protect her.
So Keisu starts walking. I'm just gonna use this.
What's a bitch?
I'm just gonna use this T. So Casey walks into the next room, into here, and then
Oh, it's just a small one.
yeah, it's very small, yes. And then she opens a desk.
Where is she?
She's the T.
Oh,
Wait, so is anybody around her, or is she by herself?
Whoever wants to follow.
Following.
I'll fall.
I sensed hostility, and I did not like it.
I will stand... Wait, did the guy go with her?
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna stand in front of the guy and go humanoid form.
Okay. As he just kind of sees it happen. So you two would see Keisu open the drawer and pull out a small bag, shakes it, and she's like, it's not a lot. Puts it in her pocket and then starts walking back.
Is that all that you guys have?
That's the vault.
Boy.
Wow.
Now you see, Amelia, I only promised you if I find any gems. And well, I didn't find any gems, so I guess our deal's done. You can go home now.
I'll get my payback soon. Just walk off.
And then you guys will walk back to the tiefling. And
Okay,
then-
before they go into the room, I want to try something.
Okay.
Okay. In perfect common, and in the open, I turn to the tiefling and I start speaking with him.
What do you say?
My apologies, but at this present time, Anzin is not on the premises, so we are not reliable for any such actions or transactions that you've had previously with this person.
What? And then he seems a little bit curious about you, but then once more he has a longsword sheathed next to him, and he puts his hand on it, And he's like, I'm not leaving until I get paid, regardless if he is here or not.
Well, I see what you say there. But did you see the large companion which we had that was part dragon?
Yes.
That is the guardian of the vault. Anson tells that, not eat you.
Intimidation check.
Yeah, worth a shot. Swear to God, I've got another. Fucking
I can hear you in the other
Is
room.
there something wrong here? Am I
Do you not
doing
have
this
dice
right?
with you, dude?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Roll again. Let's see if you get 6 again. Nope, it's working just fine. So
Oh,
it's 6.
fuck.
So he's like, right. The girl that follows another girl that's following another girl.
Are you
She's
being
the
sexist?
dragon of the vault.
Are you being sexist?
What?
No, what I'm saying is you're a lot
You're
of
being
bullshit.
sexist.
You have a lot of bullshit.
I have no spine.
And then at this point, they come through. And,
Back to Blob.
and,
Back to Bob.
and she throws the bag of coins at him. And he's like, that's it? And she's like, yeah, that's all we had in the vault. Anson owes me 150 gold, and you give me what, like 40? I don't know what to say to you, man. I'm sorry. That's all we have.
I tug on the tiefling. Do you accept gems? Because he's annoying me too.
Yes, but gems are precious to you.
Get him out of the hair.
Yes, I do.
What do I have in my bag?
You have several gems.
Second best.
The second best gem.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I think what is the second best gem that I have in my thing?
I would say it's the so the first one. The first one is the head of a sapphire, pretty much like a head-sized sapphire. Next after that would probably be like a ruby, size of a hand.
What is the next one after that?
The opal that Rory gave to you.
I take out the opal and show it to him. Is this fair trade?
You know that opal is only worth like 20 gold, right?
Ah, come on! I don't know. What was it? The ruby?
You have a hand-sized ruby and a head-sized.
Show him the ruby.
Yeah, that ruby would do.
Alright, leave.
So he takes the ruby. Tell Anson I said thank you, and who are you, miss?
My name is Amelia.
He holds out
Don't
his
tell
hand.
him your name.
Don't tell me.
Sketchy as fuck.
Yeah. So he holds out his hand. Do you grab his hand to like shake his hand?
Sure. I am 16. I am a dumbass.
He takes a kneel and kisses your hand. And he's like, Amelia, my name is Ulysses. May we ever meet again. And he stands up
No.
and he walks
No.
away.
Don't want you to meet again. This whole
That's
time
what
I'm
he
like
thinks.
giving him the stink eye.
You owe me. Just do that little finger one. It's like my mom.
Alright. Well, crisis averted, I guess. Do you two want to stay here? And then she replays it in Draconic to Rory. Do you want to stay here?
I'm going home.
Should I walk Amelia home? It's dark.
That is your choice.
I asked Casey because I don't know if it's like dangerous or not in town.
Well, I mean, if you're still worried about her, you can. It's just getting pretty dark, and you're pretty tall. I don't think anyone will mess with you. So if you feel like you need to protect her, then I won't stop you.
Yep. I'm walking Amelia home.
Okay. Pi, what are you doing?
I'm gonna sit around.
Great. More stuff for Anson to clean.
Yep.
Anson, he deserves it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish dissolving all items in my body, by the way.
Yeah. So
Enjoy that,
Aurora,
Anson. Fuck you.
Aurora. So my D&D character is Anson, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you should stop getting in debt.
I should. I really should. Anyways.
In this story, he's not good.
What do you mean he's not good?
I mean that's scary. He put his people in danger because he owed money to people.
Sure.
Okay, so instead of being Anson, be Ksu. How would you feel about Anson?
Oh no, she hates Anson.
There you go.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But yeah. So
So being Anson, yes, I see you're being defensive.
So we're gonna cut it pretty close. So I'm gonna make you walk Amelia home, and then I'm gonna go eat, and then probably get ready for work. So
Okay.
so as you guys are walking Amelia home, would you guys like to interact in any way?
Well, she has the bell, so I can understand her.
Yes.
So are you gonna go back to Nook and Cranny after you drop me off?
No, I'm gonna cuddle with you. I just hug you and just shake my head no.
Yay!
I
I need to find a new jam. A new movie.
mean,
Okay. So go ahead and make perception checks, you guys.
What's...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fucked. 6.
Okay. So as you guys are walking down this this road, you don't see you still see like mats outside and everything, but everything seems to be locked.
Mhm.
Right, everything seems to be locked. The doors are locked. You see the inn. The inn is lit up, open for anyone. As you guys walk by, you guys will walk by this this tree. That or it's a fountain with a statue of a tree on top of it.
Interesting.
Glimpsing inside, you would see that there are roots sprouting upwards into the water. You don't know where these roots are from. You don't know. There's no trees nearby, so it's very interesting. But you guys will walk past all this, and then within a moment, you guys, your vision goes dark as a bag is pulled over your guys' heads, and
Shit.
Oh, come on!
and you
Should have
guys are
stayed at home and
you
made a
guys-
mess for Anson.
you guys are being grappled.
I fight as much as I can.
I want to make a fight.
Yeah.
All right, make strengths.
100%.
Woo!
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
So
Like a 4.
So Rory, you feel these arms grasp around you, and around your tail, and you immediately start flailing. The person who grasped onto your tail seems to have just been thrown away as you rip open your arms, and you're no longer being grappled, but you still have a bag over your head. You pull the bag over, or you take the bag off, and you see Amelia being dragged away by what seems to be a shadowy figure wearing like a ninja mask in an alleyway. You see her kicking around and everything, but the funny part is that she is struggling, but she's not making any vocals.
Huh.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to like get her so like move to fight the person that's holding on to her, I guess.
Okay, make a. Are you attacking him, or are you just trying to break him?
Attacking.
Okay, make an attack.
So
roll.
what do I do?
Save me!
So,
Roll-
what is that?
roll
That's a
D20.
D20 or
D20.
yes.
That hits. So roll 1d6.
Ah.
Okay. So +4 because your strength. No, actually it's +5, I think. Yeah, +5, not +4. So you did 6 points of damage. As you rush up and you slash your claw into his chest to try to break Amelia free. Amelia, you get a chance to make another roll to try to escape.
10.
No.
Oh, come on!
As he now he takes out he flips out a dagger from his pocket into his hand and he makes he swipes at you, Rory. Misses, and then from behind another one of the dudes that you threw off rushes at you, tries to tackle you to the ground. Make a D20 roll.
Oh.
You succeed. He grapples onto you, but then you kind of just like spin around and you fling him to the nearby end, slamming against the wall. Now it's your turn if you want to make an attack.
Yeah, I want to attack the guy that's. I still want to attack the guy that's. Hold on to Amelia.
Yep. Go ahead. Roll D20.
Gotta save my princess. Oh god,
Nope.
that's horrible.
Yep.
Am I meant to be kidnapped?
Wait a
I swear to
second.
God.
What were my skills again?
Well, with your attack.
Like the rage things.
Yeah. So with rage, it's a bonus action to rage. So meaning that you hit harder and you hit easier, and all damage towards you is pretty much halved when raging. You also have a reckless attack, which you could do out of rage. You don't have to do it in rage. You could do it out of rage.
I want to enact reckless attack.
Okay, so roll again. Nope.
What the fuck?
As you're swinging... Wait, actually, hold on, wait. +7... Oh, actually, no, that hits.
Yay!
So 1d6. And then Amelia, go ahead, roll for escape.
I swear to God.
No, it's a 2!
Don't lose, that's my die.
I know.
But Rory, roll 1d6.
Be high.
Okay, that's good. That's 9. So 15 points of damage dealt so far. At this point, you can now rage because that was your action. You can bonus action rage, and then
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
16.
Sure, why not? He's messing with my gem.
Yep.
No.
And he's gonna try and pull away, so which means that you get an attack of opportunity on him. So meaning that you can attack him if you want as he's pulling away.
Okay.
Okay.
So roll a d6 again,
D20
or a d20.
D20. You could make this reckless as well if you really want.
Yes.
Okay.
I do. I am an aggressive attacker. Oh, sweet!
All right. So roll a d6.
What? Doesn't he get advantage from 22?
Yeah, if you want to roll another 20, that could be an instant kill. But I'll tell you right now, he's dead, regardless of what you roll.
He's basically dead
So-
anyway. I'm just gonna roll
so-
a d6.
Yeah, just to see how much damage you deal. It's 7. All right. So Rory, after getting your rage, you don't even hear her scream, but everyone else does. "Ah!" As she rushes up, and she just sinks. You just sink your claw into his neck, and you pull upwards, and you just dismember his head from his body.
Oh my God!
And then you look behind, ready to attack the other guy, and the other guy just is. You see the fear in his eyes as he just kind of just sprints away. He picks up the guy that you threw to the wall and sprints.
Oh, I think we should go back to Nook and Cranny for this.
And then yeah, you guys are free now. And she takes off the bag, and you can hear everything, and you're like,
What was that?
I'm like trying to calm down at this point, probably.
yeah,
You just see the headless man.
yeah. You see the body of a man on the ground. Now noticing now that everything's like chill, you notice a tail. A furry tail.
On the
Yeah.
the
That's part of the guy. Yeah, he's wearing like black leathers, but one thing that sticks out is the furry tail.
so he's a what you call it?
Tabaxi, possibly,
A furry.
possibly. You dismembered his head. You probably don't know unless you investigate.
Go find the head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find the head. What do I roll?
Just make a perception check. Just a d20. Just roll d20.
That's not how you type it. That's also not how you type it. Wow, I feel stupid at the moment. Oh, that doesn't work.
7 plus 1, 8. Yeah. You don't know where that head went. You just worry. You're just
still
happy that
calming
gem
down.
is safe. Yep. You're just happy that gem is safe. But you guys have a body. You guys could possibly fucking.
Yeah, I guess I'll start investigating the body.
Hey, roll. Amelia, do you want to do anything?
I don't know. I'm just like.
She doesn't even know what's
Yeah.
going on. She was black, and then she couldn't hear nothing, and then she saw everything. Now there's just a headless body, blood. She doesn't know what's going on.
Okay, so with your investigation 014, so yeah, you start taking off the clothes of this creature, and yeah, this creature is looking more feline like. So you can assume that it was a tabaxi. Its fur coating was black, you know, because ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
but you look at the bag, and the bag smells of magic, so you immediately pick it up. And I'm assuming you're going to give it to Amelia.
Yep.
Oh,
And then
I'm
I'm gonna like push it at her. I'm gonna say Casey's name.
Oh, I don't know what that was landing on.
Oh.
10.
Oh, it's a bag of silence, or you know, this bag's imbued with silence. Anyone that's in the bag cannot hear anything. If you were to put items in the bag as well, no one will hear it rattling.
I'm taking this back.
Yeah, but yeah,
Sounds like a nice bed.
and then
What?
and then Case Rory, who handed you the bag, says K-Sue to you as she holds the bag in front of you.
We should go back.
It's your call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
So
Technically, yeah, you're not that far away from.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go back to Nook and Granny.
Yeah, take the body so I can eat.
So you're dragging the body across town.
should we be doing that? That looks hella suspicious.
I mean, like, Rory, you do whatever you want to do.
You know what? Fine, I'm just dragging the body. Let's just go. Let's hurry up.
Okay,
I
so,
hoist that body up. Let's not waste time dragging it.
so you bring the body back to Nook and Granny, and you would hear laughing in another room as you walk on over. You see that everyone is in this area over here, eating and drinking together. In which case, you just kind of plop the body on the ground, and everything goes silent as everyone looks at you like,
The fuck?
Hey, so we were attacked.
Wobbles happily.
Of course.
I
he
eat.
wasn't. There's a fucking body.
yeah. You see like 13 different people just looking at you weird, and then they all look at K-Sue. K-Sue's like, yeah, they're my friends. And then,
So we were ambushed.
well, it's a good thing you went with her.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, let's get you cleaned up and then off to bed. We'll bring a gem home. We'll bring Gem home
And then
tomorrow.
I pat like Amelia about the. I try to point at the body and then like nudge her about the. I gesture at like my head as I'm trying to communicate to show her the bag.
The bag of silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then They had this. Bag of silence. Would I know what it is?
You know that the bag is imbued with silence.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, if you're 17, you know that.
I just take it.
Okay. Yeah. We'll look into it. Just she takes the bag off your hands. Just go ahead, eat up. Don't eat too much, cause we all have to share. And then there's beds. You could take a bed, and then we'll worry about this tomorrow. I'll start investigating what's going on.
Cool. I just hit the food place.
And
I
then
ask her where the bath is so that I can get all the blood off me, because I am literally soaked in blood.
yeah, I can see that. And as she leads you back to this area. It's not the best bath, but
Doesn't matter. We'll get the job done.
yeah, and then she helps you get clean, and then eventually you guys
Get clean, we all eat, we all go to bed.
Yep, and then that's where I'm gonna end it.